everyone, it's Amy, and today in my kitchen we are making an easy toffee recipe. Now, some people call this Christmas crack or cracker toffee or saltine toffee, but what I'm going to tell you is it is so delicious and people are going to be shocked that it starts with a cracker. I remember when I first met my husband and my mother-in-law brought this to a family gathering for the holidays. I was overwhelmed with excitement to find out how easy toffee was to make. So I'm going to show you guys just how easy this really is. All right, so you're going to need a 15 by 10 by 1 inch baking sheet, and I've covered it with foil. You can also use parchment paper. And you're going to take just regular saltine crackers, and you're going to line the bottom of the pan with these crackers. And if I remember correctly, it takes about 40 crackers. So let's get these all lined up on here. It's okay if they overlap a little bit because as they bake, it'll kind of come together. Got the pan ready. Now let's get the sugar going. All right, to make the topping for this easy cracker toffee, you're going to need 1 cup of unsalted butter. Salted butter is totally fine in this recipe. And you're going to put those in there with 3/4 cup of sugar. We're going to mix this until the butter is completely melted, and we want to bring it to a boil. Once it starts to boil, you know you're done. While this is cooking, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 375 degrees. I really feel like I should wear an apron when I cook and I bake because things always splatter on me and they tend to ruin my clothes, but I get so forgetful that I forget to put that apron on. So if you have an apron, put it on right now. The butter is starting to melt and you want that sugar to get dissolved in the butter mixture as it begins to bubble and boil. You want it to be a rolling boil, so not just little bubbles, but you want it to actually be boiling. All right, see how the whole top of the butter mixture has the bubbles popping up? That is called a rolling boil, when it's just constantly bubbling, not just little bits around the edges, but the whole mixture is bubbling. So we're going to remove this from the heat, bring those crackers back, and you're gonna pour that buttery mixture all over the top of the crackers. Try to make sure all the crackers get a little bit of that. You can use your spatula to spread it out if you need to. Okay, this is going to go into our 375 degree preheated oven for about 13 to 15 minutes. And what you're looking for is like a browned edges and it's all caramelized. And that's how you know it's ready. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, look how browned and caramelized those are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just sprinkle the white chocolate over the top, and the warmth of the saltines is going to melt this. I'm going to pop it back in the oven for just 1 minute to help it along a little bit. But you could also melt these in a bowl and then spread it over the top. I just find this easier and less to clean up. And now the nice thing about Christmas crack is you can use any kind of chocolate that you want. I love the white chocolate because we're going to put some holiday sprinkles and it really makes it pop. But you can use dark chocolate, milk chocolate, semi-sweet, whatever you want. This recipe is so flexible. You can also find that I've done this with the white chocolate and I've sprinkled candy cane over the top, which is delicious, a peppermint toffee. This is going to go in the oven for 1 minute. I'll be right back. All right. 1 minute in the oven, and look at that, they're perfect, ready to spread. I like to use the Ghirardelli wafers because I feel like they melt so much better than white chocolate chips. If you've ever tried to melt white chocolate chips, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Plus, because it's Ghirardelli, it tastes delicious. Keep that little trick in your back pocket because you're going to want to use them. And I also like to use them if I'm going to dip truffles or anything like that. So stock up for the holidays. Now we're going to take our sprinkles and put some festive sprinkles over the top of this toffee. And then we're going to let this sit for about a half hour, and that gives it enough time to cool, and it gives the toffee time to harden, and the chocolate will set and dry. Okay, I'll be back. All right, you guys, we gave the toffee time to harden and the chocolate is set. So we're gonna remove that from the pan. Hear that? That's how you know it's set. Some people like to take each square of saltine toffee while it's still warm and put it on a cooling rack so you have perfect squares of toffee. I find it easier to just cut them into what you want them to be. And you can also just break it with your hands. So you can lift it like this and just crack it, and there's your toffee. Oh. So buttery, so much vanilla flavor. Look at that. Nobody is going to know this was made with crackers, you guys. I'm telling you, it is so good. I think you're gonna love it. Now I just need to stop myself from eating this whole batch here. All right, well, follow me for more recipes. Be sure you like, subscribe, comment below. I'll see you soon.